Growth of Revolutionary Nationalism, page number 199, chapter number 11, Nationalist Movement from 1905 to 1918. Growth of Revolutionary Nationalism. Government repression and frustration caused by the failure of leadership to provide a positive lead to the people ultimately resulted in the revolutionary terrorism. The youth of Bengal found all avenues of peaceful protest and political action blocked, and out of desperation, they fell back on the individual heroic action and cult of the bomb. They no longer believed that passive resistance could achieve nationalist aims. The British must therefore be physically expelled. As the Yuganta wrote on 22nd April 1906 after the Barisal Conference, the remedy lies with the people themselves. The 30 crores of people inhabiting India must raise their 60 crores hands to stop this curse of oppression. Force must be stopped by force. By the revolutionary young men did not, but the revolutionary young men did not try to generate a mass revolution. Instead, they decided to copy the methods of the Irish terrorists and the Russian nihilists, that is, to assassinate unpopular officials. A beginning had been made in the direction when in 1897 the Chapekar brothers assassinated two unpopular British officials at Pune. In 1904, V.D. Savarkar had organized the Abhinava Bharat, a secret society of revolutionaries. After 1905, several newspapers had begun to advance revolutionary terrorism. The Sandhya and the Yugantar in Bengal and the Kal in Maharashtra were the most prominent among them. In December 1907, an attempt was made on the life of Lieutenant Governor of Bengal, and in April 1908, Khudiram Bose and Prafulla Chakki threw a bomb at a carriage which they believed was occupied by Kingsford, the unpopular judge at Muzaffarpur. Prafulla Chakki shot himself dead while Khudiram Bose was tried and hanged. The era of revolutionary terrorism had begun. Many secret societies of terrorist youth came into existence. The most famous of these were Anushilan Samiti, whose Dhaka section alone had 500 branches. And soon revolutionary terrorist societies became active in the rest of the country also. They became so bold as to throw a bomb at the Viceroy Lord Harding, while he was riding on an elephant in a state procession at Delhi. The Viceroy was wounded. The revolutionaries also established the centers of activity abroad. In London, the lead was taken by Shamaji Krishna Varma, V.D. Savarkar and Hardayal, while in Europe, Madame Kama and Ajit Singh were the prominent leaders. Terrorism too gradually petered out. In fact, terrorism as a political weapon was bound to fail. It could not mobilize the masses. In fact, it had no base among the people. But the terrorists did make a valuable contribution to the growth of the nationalism in India. As a historian has put it, they gave us back the pride of our manhood. Because of their heroism, the terrorists became immensely popular among their compatriots, even though most of the politically conscious people did not agree with their political approach. Thank you everyone for tuning in. In the next recording, we'll start with the Indian National Congress from 1905 to 1914. Do subscribe and share the channel, and all the best for your exams. Thank you everyone.